Mount Pleasant had a pleasant surprise in store for us in racing. With two newcomers to the Dubby final round, Dawson Ry in Shake Me managed to knock out our sub Dale Scorcho for the Dubby Racing Championship. Coming up, a whole lot of freestyle and a new batch of qualifiers, this time from the Indy Madness lineup. Who will they be? This is the Rorsrps semi-realistic points series, and this is Monster Jam! Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rorsrps channel. My name is Preston Vieira and I'll be your host as the Indy Madness Tour closes out Mount Pleasant with a bang in the Dubby Freestyle competition. Be sure to stick around until the end so you can catch our first batch of Indy Madness World Finals 2 qualifiers firsthand. If you head out early, you can always head over to our website, rorsrps.com, and check out the World Finals page to learn more about our qualifiers and get a little extra excited about the World Finals coming November 29th through December 1st. You could also take a second to check out our stickers and lock screens and potentially help support the channel. But without further ado, let's get a look at our freestyle lineup based on total points throughout the season. Kicking us off in lowest points first, DarrenMZ in Wolf's Head, followed by George 20D10 in Chillin Villain, Matthew Hood in Rage, and Dan Dogran in Iron Outlaw. Then it's Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber, Jimmy Creten in Bounty Hunter, Bobby Holman in Shadow the Hedgehog, and closing the first half, it's Colt Durham in Plain Krazy. Kicking off the second half, big improvement from early in the season, Cory Fischer in Blacksmith, followed by Kekka in Amsoil Shock Therapy, Kaylin Mowry in Jailbird, and Ed Eckert in Full Bore. Then we got Jack Merkel in Vorian Prime, Jim Koehler in Megabyte, Frank Krmel in Del Scorcho, and our tour leader, Dawson Ry in Shake Me. Definitely looking like he's going to be one of our World Finals qualifiers tonight. We'll see if he can hold that top spot till the end of the night here. But kicking us off, DarrenMZ in Wolf's Head, who closed out the competition in Charlotte, North Carolina just last show with a pretty decent score. He ended up in 5th place in the freestyle competition. Pretty solid. Ended up with a semifinals appearance as well in the racing competition. Tonight, he makes it up into round 2, kicks us off with a nice leap there, completely clearing that landing pad, which I don't know if that's going to be common or not tonight, kicking off the night with DarrenMZ here, but definitely a solid leap in order to clear that landing pad. Nicely done over the van stack. We do have a lot of cars out here, very classic feel to this monster truck throwdown track. For the monster truck purists who love to see these cars get crushed, we got a lot of them out here tonight, and DarrenMZ is going to cross these first 30 seconds. Score will be coming in at the end of the run. Sliding this truck around, looking for his next hit. Looks like he's going to backside that finishing jump in the racing lane with a nice leap here. Beautifully done. We've got a wide open floor. Definitely a lot of slap wheelies. Well, probably a lot of slap wheelies to come tonight. That's just, it comes with the territory, man. When you got a big floor like this, there's a lot of opportunity to walk the trucks out, so these drivers love to get it done. A minute down, halfway through this run. There's one right there. Big slap wheelie, beautiful slap wheelie from DarrenMZ, trying to get a little combo going there. Does get a nice little extra slap wheelie, but doesn't walk it out too much, doesn't get too vertical. Look at this, over the van, cross thread there. Already going crazy, man. We're just kicking off the night, and DarrenMZ is bringing out some interesting moves. Definitely wouldn't have expected it this early in the competition. A cross thread over some bare cars. Wow. Nice leap over the backside of that finishing jump. Yet again, the opposite side this time, though. Looks like he's going to be kicking us off with our first backflip as well. Stuffs the front end. Does end up on all 4 BKTs, but an awkward bounce off of that backflip ramp. Definitely got to be careful with that jump tonight. Nice leap over the bus as well. Another slap wheelie from DarrenMZ, getting close to these full 2 minutes, close to the end of regulation here. Big drift through that leap there. Looks like an over-under section. And that's going to be a 24.5 for DarrenMZ in Wolf's Head tonight. Definitely not where I was thinking that was going to go after the solid performance that we saw from him in Charlotte, North Carolina. Beautiful nose wheelie there from DarrenMZ. Nicely done, and he's going to park it right in front of the fans. Wave goodbye to him here tonight. Doesn't look like he'll be a points loser, but that is definitely not going to be a score that is going to hold at the top of the leaderboard all night long. George 20D10 and Chillin Villain just lost his reigning racing champion status tonight to Dawson Ry in Shake Me. He's kicking us off with a big leap over that finishing jump there. Nicely done. Not something we're not used to, you know, not something uncommon for tonight. Every driver had to launch over that jump. Ooh, very awkward stuff there for George's second hit, but he kicks it off with a bicycle to get back in the mood. Big nose over there, almost with that typical Chillin Villain endo, but he manages to get those front tires down, bring the truck back down onto the rear end. In this case, big slap wheelie down the track as well, and he's past those first 30 seconds. So you know what that means. The score will be coming in at the end of the run. George, you know, improving these past couple shows, doing some solid work out here, but it's too little too late at this point. He is having some great performances, but it's just not enough, especially going out early in freestyle in Charlotte. You really need to buckle down all season and at least get decent points. He's been struggling a lot with going out early, a lot of the time due to that nosing over problem that we were talking about earlier in this run. Stuff in the front end and flipping the truck over endo, and you know, that's not the way to get points, going out early like that, man. It's unfortunate, but nowadays, man, really airing the truck out here in Mount Pleasant. Stuffs it again. He's in trouble in reverse. Look at this, brings it back around onto all fours. Quick thinking from George 20D10 gets him back down, able to keep this run going with 20 seconds left on the clock. A beautiful wheelie down that bus ramp there. It looks like he's going to close us out with a big leap potentially. Hopefully he can keep the rear end down. Oh, yep, nice. Solid landing there. And that is going to fill regulation time. George 20D10 takes a 33 for the second truck out on the track. Again, I don't know if that's a score that's going to hold all night, but we have seen 32.5, say it with me, take the win in the past. So we'll see if he can make that stick tonight, if the competition is going to be a little strict out here as far as judging. Big save there. He's keeping it going for the fans out here in Mount Pleasant, giving them extra show to take home. I love it when these drivers do that, man. He's going to go for the bus stack and park it. George 20D10 in Chillin Villain. Solid performance, 33 for his score. Again, man, he's been improving lately. It's kind of easy to take the lead, you know, first two trucks out on the track, but a 33, really great score. Matthew Hood in Rage coming out next, our first Team Scream driver of the night. 2 minutes on the clock as he goes for a sky wheelie there off of the tractor tire hit. Beautifully done over that tabletop as well. Managing to keep that truck controlled, not get into any trouble too early in this freestyle run. You definitely at least want to fill these first 30 seconds or you will end up with a 0. I was going to be the first to combo up that launch pad there. Nice big sky wheelie from Matthew Hood in Rage. 30 seconds in just about, and we already got 2 big sky wheelies from Matthew. He was subbed out not too long ago, I believe 2 shows ago for round 7. Tonight, he's going big here, looking for some points. I don't know if he's going to be able to break into World Finals territory. I'm definitely leaning towards no. You would need 2 double downs, and tonight, he did not get one. So we'll see how it works for him next show, how he performs tonight. He's looking good, made it up into the semifinals yet again, his 3rd time this season. We'll see how he does here in the freestyle competition. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Matthew Hood is going to bring out onto the track. A big cross thread there. A little bit of a side slap on the landing, but not much. Keeping this truck down on all 4 BKTs, nice and controlled. Looking for a slap wheelie, can't quite get the grip he needs. A lot of wheel spin. Keeping those front tires, you know, mellowed. Not quite on the ground, but not super vertical either. A big leap there over the backside of the backflip ramp. Wow. What a launch from Matthew Hood, trying to get a bicycle again. The grip issues on this track attacking him right there, not letting him get up too much on those sidewalls. An awkward landing there for Matthew Hood in Rage. Looks like he's going to be heading over for a backflip. Is he going to get a successful one is the question. A very slow rotation. Rough landing on that left front, but he is down on all fours as we hit 0. That's going to be a score of 29 for Matthew Hood in Rage. So not the bottom spot so far tonight, but definitely, I would say, not a winning score, especially after George 20D10 kicks off the second run of the night with a 33. It's going to say goodbye to the fans. Matthew Hood in Rage. 29, solid score. Decent run from Matthew tonight. We'll see what these other drivers bring out. Another one who could potentially have a really great performance in freestyle, Dan Dogran in Iron Outlaw. He's kind of struggled in points all season long. Hasn't always had the most, the best runs we've seen, but we have seen him in 3rd place once before, 5th before, and 4th before. So, I mean, he's been on the podium once. He's been very close to the podium twice. Aside from that, his racing points have really kept him down all season, and it doesn't help that in freestyle he can't seem to fill the clock. Generally speaking, most of the time, he doesn't fill the clock. We'll see how he does out here tonight. A big leap with a big slap wheelie from Dan Dogran. Gonna combo it up, be the first one to take on the motorhome as well, plowing right through it with ease. Nicely done from Dan Dogran. He's coming around to the backside of that racing lane bus with some nice air there. He's just gonna combo up the entire racing lane. Oh, look at this, a wheelie, a little Pauken in there a little bit. Solid combo from Dan Dogran. He's looking to earn some points tonight. Again, I don't believe he's in World Finals territory no matter what he does. Even if he gets a double down next show and a freestyle championship tonight, I don't believe he's in World Finals territory. We'll see what he does here with a little bit of a bicycle. Could get him in trouble. We've seen it do it before, and yes, down goes Dan Dogran with 40 seconds left on the clock. That's what I was telling you about him filling the clock. It's only going to be a 14.5 for Dan Dogran tonight, which, you know, if he was out of the World Finals before, he's definitely locked out now. Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber coming out looking to earn a few points tonight. Definitely a great freestyler. Had an insane run going in Charlotte. We'll see if he can keep that energy here tonight. Gonna go right up that jump in the center between the racing lanes. A huge leap from Chuckie Pauken. He's gonna be the first one to backside this leap here. Nice air, a big sky wheelie over that big launch ramp as well. Is he gonna go right back for it is the question. Yes, he is. Just as we cross the 30-second mark, a nice leap there from Chuckie Pauken. He's gonna go right back for the backside of the racing jump as well. Look at this, man. Chuckie Pauken not here to play tonight. Wheelie off of the ramp and all the way down the track. Beautifully done. And the momentum is insane. He's just hit after hit here so far tonight. There's another bicycle that succumbed to the grip issues on this track. At least when it comes to skills moves, particularly. Sliding that truck around, looking for his next move. This is the most we've had of a dead spot, so to speak, so far this run. Nice little hit there on the racing lane bus. I think we might have another leap here up the backside of this backflip ramp. An absolutely massive launch, and these drivers are not slowing down for it. Look at that leap from Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber. Chuckie has been struggling a little bit with this truck. He's had some really solid performances, a second place spot once early in the season, but aside from that, it's just been a rough go for this driver trying to get the points that he wants. Look at this. Nicely done. A great save from Chuckie Pauken. It has to be a little bit upsetting too, because I believe, I don't know, personally, you know, Cole Pekka's been struggling a little bit so far this season. Look at this save. Oh, he gets it. I was about to change my words to save attempt, but didn't need to. That's going to be a 35.75 for Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber, taking the lead here in the first half of the freestyle competition. I'm curious if anyone's going to be able to top a 35.75. Chuckie Pauken, his best score of the season tonight. I was going to continue talking, but we're going to cut it short because Jimmy Creten in Bounty Hunter, taking the track next. He's going to kick us off with a big leap over the backside of the backflip ramp. Nice leap there from Jimmy Creten. Definitely a way to announce your presence. May want to switch it up and be a little more unique for the rest of the run, though, because though that is big air, though that is a great way to announce your presence, it's kind of falling into what the average experience for a freestyle run is so far tonight. A lot of drivers going for that big leap over the backflip ramp. Big air is big air, but too much repetition wears down the judges a little bit. We saw that in Baltimore with Team Suzuki and her stoppies. Jimmy Creten going to go for the opposite motorhomes there, the little double motorhome. The first one to take those on tonight as he looks for potentially a skills move here. Yep, going to pop it up onto the nose, right on the tabletop. Nicely done. Solid move there from Jimmy Creten, showcasing his awareness of this truck even through his veteran status. You know, it doesn't really go away, man. It's new skills that come in, but you know the truck like Jimmy knows his truck. You're going to be able to adapt your driving style easily. Jimmy Creten showcasing he can do just that as he comes around to the bus stack here. Nice walking those back tires up and over the cars. Beautifully done. Nice backside over the van. Looks like he might be setting up for a little bit of a backflip attempt here. Can he knock it out of the park with less than 30 seconds left on the clock? Absolutely a beautiful backflip, even standing it up on the rear end there. I mean, that's kind of due to an over rotation, but hey, it still looks cool, man. Nicely done. A little cross thread over the backside of that racing lane bus before taking on another cross thread over the finish jump. Jimmy Creten, a solid run. I don't know if that's going to be able to top Chuckie Pauken. No real saves in this run, but a solid one nonetheless. It's going to be a 31.75 as he flips the truck. Down goes Jimmy Creten in Bounty Hunter after a great run here in Mount Pleasant. Definitely locking in his 9th and final show. Bobby Holman in Shadow the Hedgehog coming out next. Last show, he completely abandoned his typical reverse start. I'm curious to see what he's going to be doing out here tonight. Looks like he might be going back to the reverse moves to kick off tonight's run. Getting lined up here. Yep, 2 minutes on the clock, going right for it. Not quite the move he was looking for, I don't think. Underwhelming, to say the least. Does, keep it down on all fours, which is nice. Big slap wheelie here. He's going to go for the Pauken as well. Getting it done nicely. I think he was looking for a combo slap wheelie there, trying to get it back up on the rear end, but it doesn't quite work out for him. Gonna launch it up and over the landing pad with an over rotation on the sky wheelie. That is gonna put him down before the first 30 seconds are up. So that's gonna be our first 0 of the night. Hopefully we can keep it at 1. If we do, that's gonna be points loser right here. So definitely, I guess, keep that in mind. Colt Durham in Plain Crazy coming out next. Definitely not looking for a 0. 2 minutes on the clock. A big leap over the backside of that racing bus. Kind of stuffs the front end there too. But manages to keep the truck on all fours. We got a long run ahead of us. And I'm hoping he can fill the clock here in Mount Pleasant tonight. Gonna backside that finishing jump. Little cross thread as well. A nice leap from Colt Durham. Beautifully done. I thought we might have had an early backflip attempt there. But no, he's going to cross these first 30 seconds, keep it controlled, keep it calm until he's in a safe space to be able to turn it up. He is turning it up as it is, though. Big air on a lot of these hits. Another one right there over that bus stack. I think he's kind of looking for some slap wheelies here, and I don't want to see him get stuck in that mode that we saw him in the first show of the season where he's unable to pull off a move and he just keeps going for that single move. A nice sky wheelie turns into a walk the truck down the ramp there on the landing pad of that leap in the bottom of the track. Nice big launch there. There's a slap wheelie for Colt Durham. Maybe he can get that out of his head now and keep moving forward, progressing with some wild moves through this run. He's going to throw it into some donuts with some counter steering there, trying to keep that truck down on all fours at higher speeds. It works for him. Nicely done. Looks like he's going to be going for the bus stack. A little bit of a cross thread here. It could get him in trouble, but no. Nice landing, coming up short of that racing bus. The finishing buses definitely could have been scary there. But Colt Durham knows just what to do with this plain crazy truck. Here's an example of that, trying to keep that sky wheelie walking across the top of the tabletop. Doesn't quite work out for him, but a solid attempt there. A beautiful backflip. And a moonwalk attempt here from Colt Durham. Looks like he's going to be walking it out to close out the clock. Misses the grip point there. That's going to be down at 0, so he does fill the clock. It's going to be a 32.5, enough for third place here in Mount Pleasant. Colt Durham really trying to lock in that World Finals qualifier spot. That's going to close out the first half, though. If you're enjoying the freestyle competition, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button for me, and check out the Rorsrps Instagram. Stick around because the World Finals is coming November 29th through December 1st. Also, we have an rorsrps.com website. Check that out. Check this out. Chuckie Pauken in the lead with 35.75, Chillin Villain 33, and Plain Krazy 32.5 in third. In the bottom spot right now, looking like potentially a points loser tonight, Shadow the Hedgehog with 0. Bobby Holman going out way too early. Cory Fischer in Blacksmith coming out next. I'm excited to see what he can bring. Our reigning freestyle champion looking to go back-to-back tonight, kicking us off with a classic hit there. Definitely reminds me of those old, I would say 2002, 2003 days of Monster Jam, and that's just not only because of the Blacksmith scheme that we're rocking all season long, 2001 season version, but just the way the truck acted getting over that bus stack definitely takes me back to those early Monster Jam days. Looking for a little bit of a slap wheelie there. Can't quite get the nose up, but we are past those first 30 seconds, so score will be coming in. Look at the leap there from Cory Fischer. This guy knows how to go big. Definitely went big in Charlotte, North Carolina. Obviously, that's why he got that freestyle championship. I'm curious what he's going to be bringing out tonight to try and secure the championship again. Massive air is what he's bringing. Look at that leap up the center of the finishing buses. Huge air from Cory Fischer, and it looks like he's going to go for some more here, potentially with this launch ramp. Absolutely. Going to go right for it. Full speed. Big air clearing the landing pad there, just tagging it on the way down. Nicely done. And there's even more air, man. Cory Fischer not afraid to launch this truck, even though maybe he should be with some of those rebounds that he takes, man. Ouch. Backflip time for Cory Fischer. Awkward landing. Again, a side slap on the landing, but a successful backflip, and only 30 seconds left on the clock. I'm excited to see him turn it up now. Look at this cross thread, big sky wheelie. Able to keep it down on all fours. Another cross thread. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. What a transfer from Cory Fischer. And with only just about 10 seconds left, this could be a barn burner here. What's next for Cory Fischer? Gonna backside that racing lane, big sky wheelie. And a slap wheelie down the ramp, man. Cory Fischer burning it down here in Season 2. And he's going to keep it going for the fans. That's going to be only a 28.75, which I'm unsure about that one. I don't like that score. I think Cory burned it down, but it is what it is. 28.75, unfortunately, not going to be up on the podium tonight, losing his freestyle championship rights tonight. Cole Pekka and Amsoil Shock Therapy, definitely a driver looking to come out and take it from Cory Fischer. Kicking us off with a slap wheelie attempt. No, setting it down, letting the truck relax there for his first hit. I announce your presence by confusing the fans. That's what's up. He's going to take on the backside of the van stack as well. Our first overall champion on this tour for the season. Amsoil Shock Therapy has held a World Finals qualifying spot all season long. I believe he lost it tonight. Yes, he's one position down from a World Finals qualifying spot right now. He's looking to get back up there. The SIR team seems to be doing well here tonight with Excaliber's run We'll see if Kekka can follow in his footsteps. Essentially, the exact same truck, the exact same setup. We'll see what happens here as he gets an awkward bounce there. Able to keep the truck on all fours, though, which is really all you need. Just got to be able to keep the run going. Look at this hit. Big cross thread, a hard hit on the front end. Pops the right front, and down he goes. With 56 seconds left on the clock, an unfortunate end there. That's only going to be a 16.5 for Shock Therapy. Only falling farther behind in the points, losing that World Finals qualifier spot. I want to see him come back. He wants to come back. We'll see what happens in show 10. Kaylin Mowry in Jailbird hitting the track next. Uh-oh. Looks like she's going to get us started with a reverse move of some sort. 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, she's going for a stoppie here. And sets it down instantly. Again, going with the confuse the fans route, which it definitely stands out compared to the average announce your presence move that we've been seeing tonight. Kaylin's going to be the first one to combo up, or the second one to combo up to center there. Big leap over the launch ramp, backside of that launch ramp. Big sky wheelie as well. Kaylin Mowry, one-time Dubby Racing Champion, has had only one real solid freestyle performance this season. We've seen her in 4th, kicking off the season in show 1. We'll see what she can do out here tonight. Doesn't look good for her. Hopefully she can just fill the clock. That's the main goal here. Gonna go right through the motorhome there. Not much air, not much to blow through either after Jimmy Creten collapsed that thing. But hey, a move is a move, a hit is a hit. We're down to the halfway point as she launches over the bus stack with a nice leap there. Oh yeah, look at that big slap wheelie down the back of the track. Nothing but ground to be able to really stretch her legs up on those back 2 BKTs. It's gonna combo up. Oh my goodness, look at that. Massive sky wheelie from Kaylin Mowry. Beautifully done here in Mount Pleasant tonight. Gonna get an awkward landing there, but it pops her up on the rear tires. Nicely done, able to keep it down on all fours. Only 30 seconds left. If she can fill the clock, you know, go with a solid score over going too big. I'll say it myself, you know. You don't want to go out too early and end up with a poor score when you could have something better, man. Only 10 seconds left, and she is rushing over to the backflip ramp. She knows she has a clock in the cab, trying to fill it with a backflip. Beautifully done. Going right for a second one. It doesn't get a backflip, gets a little corkscrew type move and ends up on all fours. That's going to be a 34 for Kaylin Mowry in Jailbird, taking 2nd place for that run. It's going to give us a little bicycle side to side with an incredible save attempt. Oh my God. Wow. Still a save attempt. Doesn't get back on all fours, but what a move from Kaylin Mowry. Down she goes, a 34, 2nd place in the freestyle competition. Can that hold all night is the question. Ed Eckert in full bore definitely wants freestyle championship number 4. He's going to do his best to make sure that does not stick. And he wants to knock out Chuckie Pauken from the lead for the first time all season. 2 minutes on the clock for Ed Eckert. Big sky wheelie over the bus stack. Beautifully done, going right with the combo. Not much of a choice there. Slap wheelie though, all Ed Eckert. Like I said, a 3-time Dubby freestyle champion. Took the first freestyle championship of the season, the 3rd and the 5th. Got subbed out for round 8 last show. Unfortunately, he was not present for Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll see what he can do out here tonight. Crossing those first 30 seconds, going right for a backflip. A little I forget if we have a name for that, but you can drop that in the live chat or in the comments below. Ed Eckert, man, a solid landing. He's on all 4 BKT tires, getting real close to the halfway point of this run. I would love to see him burn it down, bring out those typical Ed Eckert moves, getting hiked up there on 2 wheels. Definitely not something I expected to see with the grip issues a lot of these trucks have been having. Going for it here on the sidewalls in reverse. Able to get that truck back down on all 4 BKTs. What a save from Ed Eckert in full bore. Gonna keep it running with a stoppie here off of the tabletop. Beautifully done. I can't get over that save that he just had too, man. Nicely done from Ed Eckert. Gonna go for a nice easy transfer there. Looking for a combo through the launch pad, up and over with a big sky wheelie from Ed Eckert. Again, falling into that sort of repetitious category that a lot of these drivers are falling into, but it's still an incredible leap with big air. Ed Eckert really trying to burn it down here tonight. He goes over, and that is going to put him down with 8 seconds. A great run, though, from Ed Eckert here in Mount Pleasant tonight. The judges don't seem to think quite as much. It's only going to be a 26 for Ed Eckert here in Mount Pleasant. Not going to be taking the lead, not going to be taking a freestyle championship, but we could have assumed that with the incomplete clock. Jack Merkel in Vorian Prime. Little advice, man, stay away from the backflip ramp until the end of the run. Do not hit that thing. You've been struggling with it all season long. We'll see what happens here tonight. Jack Merkel, a one-time Dubby Racing Champion, now a one-time finalist, a runner-up as well, and 1, 2, 3, 4 semifinal appearances. Was unable to get there tonight, going out in round 1. Hopefully, he can recover some of those points here in freestyle. First 10 seconds are up. A nice combo from launch ramp to the backside of that center ramp over the finishing jump. And we're having a solid run. This is good for Jack. Last show in Charlotte, he went a little too big. Again, went for a backflip, and that put him out early. A solid skills attempt there as we cross the 30-second mark, excuse me. So score will be coming in. We're on the right track for Jack Merkel. Hopefully he can just keep this going until the end. I'd love to see him just fill the clock here tonight. Just throw down a solid run, get the points coming in, keep that third place spot overall for the season. Looks like he's going to come around for the motorhomes here. Nicely done. Almost clearing him off of that car. Kind of a big leap there. He's on the sidewalls here looking for another skills move. Speaking of skills moves, be sure to head over to the Rorsrps Instagram. Vote for your skills competitors from our Season 2 field. Down goes Jack Merkel with 13.5 points. A lot of time left on the clock. An unfortunate roll there during a skills attempt on the sidewalls. Not the way Jack wanted to go out at all. Jim Koehler in Megabyte. Jim Koehler, Team Scream, kicking us off with a big leap there. Starting off his 2 minutes with a high note. He's going to keep it going here. Big sky wheelie through the center of that finishing jump. Nicely done for Jim Koehler. Little bit of a bicycle attempt there. Just trying to keep the points rolling in as he's out kind of in no man's land out here. You only have a couple options, or it's head back with that long drive into the populated area of this track. A nice cross thread there from Jim Koehler as we cross the first 30 seconds. We know what that means. Looking for his next move here. Oh, he's going for a backflip already. Can he nail it is the question. Absolutely. Perfect landing for Jim Koehler. Sets him up beautifully to not have to reverse and get out of that area. Again, going for another bicycle that doesn't quite work out. Kind of puts him in an awkward spot. That bus ramp, but he's on all fours. Solid moves here. Look at this. Slap wheelie, a little ragged edge there as well. And we're past the halfway point of this run. He's looking good out here, having some solid momentum and some good energy as well. So, I mean, he's on the right track. Can he top Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber is the question. Going for a slap wheelie there, beautifully done. He's in trouble here, though, on the nose. Over goes Jim Koehler, but the truck ends up on all fours. 30 seconds left. How is he going to burn it down until the end? Going to go for the bus stack in that racing lane. A big leap, hard nose pick. But it puts him on the rear end. Oh. Big throttle hit there, but that is going to be done. 26.7 for the unfinished clock. A great run aside from that. Again, we're seeing a big hit on these points because of a lack of a filled clock. We'll see how our sub for tonight does. Frank Krmel and Del Scorcho. We have not seen him do freestyle at all. We saw him a couple times in the Season 2 qualifiers. He failed to make it into the main field for Season 2, but we got him here as a sub. We'll see what he can do here in freestyle for his debut freestyle performance, if he can earn himself a second show and potentially a last chance qualifier spot. He's in good standing for that already, kicking off the night with 12 season points. We'll see how many points he can get by the end. A big plow right through those motorhomes. Nicely done from Frank Krmel. First 30 seconds are complete. Keeps it controlled enough to get through those. And that is the most important thing. Second most important, I would have to say, is filling the clock. Nice slap wheelie there from Frank Krmel. Keeping it controlled, just a nice little one there. Big nose pick here, though. Yep. Big slap wheelie. Walking it all the way down the track here. Look at this. Even flicking that rear steer, trying to get a little ragged edge out here on the edge of the track. A minute down. A minute to go. Halfway through this run. Nice launch there. Not up to par with some of the other air we've seen on that all night. He lands on the landing ramp rather than clearing it, which I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just calling it as I see it, man. We've had a lot of trucks really launching those trucks on that jump, and didn't happen this time. he keeps it controlled. I guess maybe that classic feel. Look at this, though. Going for the reverse backflip. Stuffs the rear end. Oh my goodness. What is that, man? Stuffs the rear end, walks out a moonwalk too? What is going on? Frank Krmel trying to get that top spot. I'm unsure if he deserves it. One move doesn't make a run, but that was pretty wild, man. And he goes for a little slap wheelie there off of that center ramp as well. That is going to fill the clock. Frank Krmel, Del Tacos Del Scorcho, ends up with a 31.25. Not enough for the freestyle lead tonight. A big leap to keep it going for the fans. And I think he's going to go for a backflip as well. Absolutely. Solid landing, as solid as you can get off of a broken container. Frank Krmel, Del Tacos Del Scorcho, closes out the season, not with a win, but with a bang. And closing out our night, potentially with a bang, Dawson Ry is in Shake Me. How many freestyle championships does this guy have? He has 2 under his belt so far this season. Has closed out the show with high double digits every single show, 20s for 3 of those shows so far. We'll see what happens here tonight as he's saying hello to all the fans, getting some good shots for T-Ray TV. Head over to the T-Ray channel. Check out T-Ray TV live event coverage from the T-Ray guys in some classic monster truck show style. I loved it when they put out their first episode. They haven't put one out since, but I believe there's more coming from the Monster Truck Insanity Tour earlier this year. Dawson Ry is getting some big air to kick off the run. He's going to backside the finishing jump as well with some more massive air. I got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of air from Dawson Rayas tonight, our tour leader right now. Looking like he's clearly going to be our first World Finals qualifier on this tour. We'll find out when the scores are announced at the end of freestyle. 30 seconds down. He'll be getting a score for this run. Big sky wheelie over the bus stack there. Walking it right up and over it. Nice and easy. Doesn't even affect him. There's a big slap wheelie there from Dawson Rayas as well. Backside the landing ramp with some more huge air, man. It's just going to be an air assault, I can tell you. Already halfway through the run. Nice little power wheelie there, I guess. I don't know if that's slap or power, but either one of them, we're still getting big air. We're still launching this truck, man. Shake Me, celebrating 5 years of competition. It's been announced that we will be having a 5-year Shake Me encore at the World Finals, closing out the freestyle competition on December 1st. Again, guys, the World Finals November 29th through December 1st. You do not want to miss it. Subscribe to keep up with all news for that. Beautiful backflip to moonwalk here for Dawson Rayas. Less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Can he fill it is the question. He's done it many times before. Tour leader. He's been consistent all season long in the freestyle competition, to say the least. It looks like he's going to be going for a combo here. Look at this, a massive sky wheelie for Dawson Ry. A big hit is going to kick the truck over. He's looking for a save, but he's not going to get it. Does that count as running out the clock? That's going to be a 31.9 for Dawson Ry in Shake Me. So not a freestyle championship tonight, but up there. Solid score for Dawson Ry. Let's get a look at these freestyle scores and our official lineup of scores. And who will be our champion? Chuckie Pauken in Excaliber with a 35.75. Kaylin Mowry in Jailbird with 34. George 20D10 in third with 33. And playing crazy Colt Durham with a 32.5. Dawson Ry ends up in fifth with 31.9. Jimmy Creten with 31.75. Frank Krmel and Del Scorcho with 31.25. And Matthew Hood in Rage with 29. Cory Fischer and Blacksmith with 28.75. Jim Koehler and Megabyte with 26.7. Ed Eckert Full Bore 26. And Darren Migues in Wolf's Head with 24.5. Cole Pekka 16.5. Dan Dogran 14.5. Boring Prime Jack Merkel, a big shock there with 13.5. And Bobby Holman, our points loser for round 9, will be subbed out for round 10 with 0. Dawson Ry, our tour leader in Shake Me, is our first World Finals qualifier with 179 points. Second, Jim Koehler in Megabyte with 145. And in third, Vorian Prime Jack Merkel, our third World Finals qualifier with 131 points. Ed Eckert in Full Bore ends up with 126. No qualifying spot yet. We'll see if he can hold that for round 10. Kaylin Mowry in Jailbird with 114. Colt Durham in Plain Crazy with 104. Cory Fischer, Blacksmith 103. And our champion tonight in freestyle, Chuckie Pauken, Excaliber with 101. Tied with Cole Pekka, teammate, with 101 as well. Jimmy Creten and Bounty Hunter with 91. Bobby Holman, shout out to the Hedgehog, with 83. He's done for the season. George 20D10 closes out the night with 77. Rage 76. Iron Outlaw 71. Wolf's Head ends up with 59 for the night. And Del Taco's Del Scorcho gets a last chance qualifier spot with 21 points. Also, unable to be topped for the season, DD Live and the DD Phantom Protector is your sub qualifier for this tour. If you guys enjoyed tonight's freestyle competition, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You do not want to miss the World Finals or the end of the season. Also, check out the RORSRPS Instagram for extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. Check out the RORSRPS.com website for the World Finals page and official RORSRPS products. Stay updated with everything World Finals 2 on the RORSRPS.com website on the World Finals page. You can learn all about the World Finals and all about our qualifiers from throughout this season. Check out the channel partner Dubby Energy for some clean, jitterless energy that gives you focus as well without the jitters or crash. They have 0 sugar, 0 fillers, 0 dyes, and 0 calories. They're the health conscious choice when it comes to energy powders. Also, you can get 10% off using code RORSRPS at checkout, and you'll help support the RORSRPS channel and keep these videos coming. I want to do a 3rd season, but we got to see if it's in the cards. Help support the channel, guys. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode. We got more coming at you next week, closing out round 9 on the All-Star Challenge Tour. You do not want to miss Thunder versus Mayhem. I will see you guys then. Thanks again. Good night.